Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to Xbox On, and this week we've been playing an absolute ton of Titanfall 2, where in the story you get to partner up with the Titan BT-7274.
And it's got us thinking about all the robots we've come to love over the years. So here are the robots we prefer to humans.
Why are you pointing at me? When trying to think of robots that you'd pick over human company, it's very unlikely that you would think of Mass Effect's Geth.
To the newcomers, the Geth are a network of artificial intelligence who were created as tools of labor and war. Unsurprisingly, they weren't too happy with that role and decided to engage mankind in cover shooting. Lots and lots of cover shooting. Which makes it extra surprising to be saved by one of their gang during a mission in Mass Effect 2. With a head full of 1,138 Geth programs, Shepard names him Legion and welcomes him into his crew.
Well, that seems appropriate.
It turns out not all of the Geth are out to mangle mankind. Some of them just want to mangle the English language.
We oppose the old machines. Shepard Commander opposes the old machines.
Of course, Mass Effect wouldn't be Mass Effect without you having to make some difficult choices. Bringing on one of your sworn enemies onto your team was always going to ruffle a few feathers.
I trusted you, and I worked with a Geth on the team, but this is too much.
Pick the wrong side and you can lose Legion's loyalty for good. Really bodge it up and he can die in battle, never to be seen again. But it's worth trying to shepherd him, get it? To the third game in the trilogy, as he serves a vital role in turning the Geth to humanity's aid. That's one of the reasons Legion is such an awesome robot buddy. He barely says anything at all, yet somehow manages to make a huge impact.
Mass Effect is one of the best games out there for building relationships with characters that are so different from what we're used to, and then smashing our hearts into tiny little pieces as they take them away.
You know what we can't get enough of? Robots that can cook, clean, and kill.
The Super Khambhat DX.
Khambhat from Tekken is a robot slash Hoover slash anything else you need help with. He was created by Lee Chao Lan and can perform hardcore military duties before switching it up to childcare.
I'm not sure I'd want a killing machine to look after a toddler, but you can't scoff at his skills.
The clever thing about Khambhat is that it's programmed to learn every fighter style it competes against as it progresses through the King of Iron Fist tournament. Put him up against a skilled boxer, he's got this. Maybe someone with insane spinning kicks. Khambhat will match his spinning kick prowess with terrifying accuracy.
You can even fight a bear in the ring and he'll match his bear skills. Or climbing trees and stealing honey, I don't know.
Unfortunately for old Khambhat, his prototype was a bit rushed, meaning he's not really the ultimate fighting killing machine that we all hoped and dreamed for. Instead of being able to remember every opponent's skill in one match and go from punching to kicking to climbing up trees with stashes of stolen honey, he can only use one opponent's fighting skill at a time.
Considering my one fighting skill is pulling their hair and legging it, he's still doing way better than me.
And if his story ending in Tekken Tag Tournament 2 is anything to go by, he's going to be looking for a friend. Having fought his tiny robot heart out, he has a moment of existential dread when he observes a car crusher. The poor guy literally goes to pieces.
Don't worry, Khambhat, we'll have you patched up in no time.
If I say Borderlands and awesome robot buddy, there's only one name that springs to mind.
I am CL4PTP. You may call me by my locally designated name, Claptrap.
No. You're far too annoying. It's not you.
No. While Claptrap certainly hogs the spotlight with his hyperactive nonsense, the robot we'd most like to be friends with is Tales of the Borderlands Loaderbot. Designed to heave around boxes for the Hyperion Corporation, Loaderbot is stolen by Reese in the first episode and deployed as a bodyguard. Of course, before he can do any guarding, you have to kit him out with a deadly upgrade.
So what are you gonna give him, a sticky longbow grenade or a rocket launcher? I feel like a kid in a really violent candy shop.
It doesn't really matter what weapons you kit him out with, because it turns out Loaderbot is really good at killing people with most things. It takes him about a minute to reduce the local bandit population to a bloody smear.
Welcome to Oblivion.
Not bad for a glorified forklift truck.
While this feels like the start to a brilliant relationship, it can go badly wrong.
When Loaderbot is ambushed by enemies, you're given a choice to self-destruct to buy yourself some time, or to allow him to run away. And the decision shapes everything going forwards. Let him live and he'll treat you with respect and kind words.
Righteous Father, I have found you.
Let him blow up and, well, he'll be less kind.
So I guess this robot only makes it onto the list if you don't order him to self-destruct. But hey, it's worth it for the robot fist bump.
In the bleak future of binary domain, you're hard pushed to find a robot you can say good things about. They're either trying to kill you in their hundreds, or they're trying to trick you with fake human faces. No offense, but nothing about this guy screams BFF material.
There is still one glimmer of hope though. If you're looking to impress your friends with a robot, I'd recommend CN7, aka Kane.
Oui, monsieur.
Kane is not just any robot, he's a French robot. That means he shouts out cool sounding things in French
Your attack was magnifique, monsieur.
and behaves with a detached sense of cool that you just don't get in non-French robots.
Save the girl, right?
She is much prettier than you, monsieur.
He's like that mysterious exchange student who rocks up to school and sweeps all the girls off their feet.
Here he is driving a van under heavy fire as if he was enjoying a Sunday drive in his Renault Clio. And now he's filling his lungs with poison gas while his lumbering human pals cower in oxygen chambers. The guy even doubles as a zip line. When was the last time you saw that on a Match.com profile?
And if you're nervous about being friends with a robot in a game where most of them are out to kill you, maybe you should meet these lovely people first.
Please, get away from me or I'll call the police.
Something stinks. Is it you?
What? You smelled terrible. She's right. What is wrong with you?
Looks like Kane is definitely your best choice.
It's hard for robots to shake their terrible reputation. Every robot so far on this list has been built to fight. It's only luck they haven't killed us all yet.
Which is what makes our next entry such a treat. Bud, the star of Grow Up, is not a killing machine with a heart of gold. His name stands for Botanical Utility Droid. He's just a big old Earth-loving hippie, floating through space looking for barren asteroids to spruce up with his bag of seeds. He's as menacing as Alan Titchmarsh, which is not very menacing at all.
I know what you're thinking. Maybe he's hidden all the bodies in the compost heap, but you'd be wrong.
Each of his different seeds allows him to explore further. There are seeds that bounce him, seeds that fling him, and seeds that fire him into the air. There's no poisonous plants or spiky traps, nothing to suggest he's evil. Even his quest is innocent. He just wants to find all the pieces of his mum.
Wait, his mum's in pieces? That does sound like classic serial killer stuff.
Fear not. Mum is the name of his spaceship. Blown to smithereens in the opening of the game, it's her scattered parts that forced Bud to explore the planet's surface.
And anyway, even if he did turn evil, it's not like he could do much with it. He's as wobbly on his feet as your uncle on Christmas Day.
You see, Bud is driven by procedural generation. Every step is reacting to the world around him, which gives him his slightly shaky legs. Controlling him is a bit like when you walk down a hill too fast and find yourself trapped in a death sprint. I mean, compare Bud to Binary Domain's Kane, and you can see that we're not talking about physical equals here.
The only creatures with anything to fear around Bud are sheep. And I don't think many sheep are watching this channel, but if they are, we've got some great Goat Simulator content.
When it comes to posh British robots who will fight by your side and wash the dishes, there's only one robot that comes to mind.
How do you polish rust?
Codsworth from Fallout 4 is both the robot we want and, well, really need. If he's not busy changing your infant's nasty nappy
Sounds like someone made a sticky.
and cleaning up whatever mess you've made, you big slob, he's joining you in the wasteland, fighting off whatever beast comes your way with his flamer and circular saw. Sure, there's plenty of other companions on offer, but look at the state of them. Piper would sell you out in a heartbeat for Scoop, and Preston's personality doesn't extend much beyond wears a hat. That said, there is dog meat.
I mean, cute deadly puppy or cool British robot. No one should have to make that impossible choice.
But something that helps Codsworth triumph over his canine competition is the fact he talks, which lends him that personal touch.
I warn you, this robot butler is about to get sassy.
Mr. Badass, Mr. Bastard, Mr. Assface, Mr. Orgasmo, Mr. Sexy,
Codsworth.
Mr. Face.
That's right, the immature option of making a character say something silly is still alive and well. There's around 924 names he can say. Just turns out he's never heard the name Lydia before.
Thanks, Codsworth. That's you off the Christmas card list.
So we argued a fair amount about this next pick, and that's Cortana on Xbox One. In her own words, she's just an AI.
I'm AI. We're the brains. You're talking about the bodies.
But deep down, aren't all the robots in our list just lovable AI in cold robot bodies?
Dog isn't Dog without the energy of a big dumb Labrador, and Kane isn't Kane without the digital soul of a Frenchman.
I am what you call a friend, not a foe.
So why not include Xbox One's AI helper, summoned with the simple call of, "Hey Cortana." She can be asked to do anything from offering a weather forecast to finding cinema times.
If you can get over the whole AI robot thing, there's a really good case for becoming really good friends. Hey Cortana, who's the coolest person?
You, of course.
She knows how to treat you on your birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
And if you ask her directly, she's even open to the whole friendship thing.
Okay, but we'll need a plan. I'll work on being more human. You work on being more digital.
Just don't make it weird and tell her you love her. It really doesn't end well.
I appreciate your attraction to my intelligence, but keep in mind it's artificial.
Now, I'm definitely a dog person. Give me a cuddly scruff to snuggle up to and that's my happy place. This dog coming up though, not so snugglesome.
Dog from Half-Life 2 has to be the best robot companion out there. His name, however, is a little misleading. Dog! Come, call out for him, and a big old Labrador isn't going to be slobbering at your feet, but rather you'll find an 8-foot scrap metal beast who will grind you to dust if they so choose. Aww. You see, Dog was created to protect Alex Vance, but also bring some light entertainment. He may be loyal and have her back no matter what, but he'll raise a smile whilst he does it. For example, if you stare at him for too long, he'll break into a little dance.
And people told me I was crazy when I taught that Chihuahua how to tango.
Aside from moves on the dance floor, he also packs one hell of a punch. He can pick up cars and trucks and lob them at your enemy foe, which is way cooler than your average sit and fetch trick. You don't have to take him out for 2 walks a day, and even better, he doesn't pee all over your favourite trainers. Winner!
Being one of Half-Life's fan favourite characters does make you ponder about the future and the possibility of a Half-Life 3 dog.
Of course, Valve keeps trolling us hardcore when it comes to Half-Life 3, so the sensible plan is not to get your hopes up. The thing is, when it comes to a dog that defeats your enemies, protects your friends, and does it all with a dance in his step, it's impossible not to daydream about what the future may bring.
Just remember, a dog is for life, not just for pulling your enemies' guts out their butts.
So there we have it. Make sure to let us know in the comments what your favourite robot is, and also if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future content.
And if you enjoyed this video, press the like button and check out our 8 unluckiest soldiers.
And also come back tomorrow for another video at 6 PM, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.